Hello everyone, welcome to our video for today. Today we're going to be looking at chapter 1-3, angle addition postulate and angle bisector. And the objective for today is students will be able to find the measurement of angles using the angle addition postulate. So last week we were able to know what is an angle and how do we construct an angle and how do we name angles. And as you can see here, this example, we have angle ABC, and they're telling me that the measurement of that angle is 60 degrees. Right, so we read it off as measurement of angle ABC equals to 60 degrees. So we already know what an angle is, and we were also able to classify different types of angles, such as acute angles, right angles, obtuse angles, and straight angles, and it all was based on the measurement of each angle. Right, but now in this section, we're also going to be looking at something called the angle addition postulate. And now addition postulate, that should sound very familiar because we recently saw segment addition postulate, but now we're going to be applying it on angles. And the angle addition postulate, it tells me that if point S is on the interior of angle PQR, so point S is somewhere inside angle PQR, then we have this equation right here. That tells me that the measurement of angle PQS plus, so this angle right here, angle PQS plus the measurement of angle SQR, so this part plus this part should equal to measurement of angle PQR, the entire thing put together. So this is very, very similar to the segment addition postulate, but I know there's a lot more letters involved. So to make it easier for ourselves, let's go ahead and name these angles here. Let's go ahead and name this angle PQS as angle 1. Let's name angle SQR as angle 2, and the entire angle put together as angle 3. So I put it like that to show that the entire thing together will be angle 3. So to make this equation a lot simpler, we can name it as such. The measurement of angle 1, this first part, plus the measurement of angle 2, this second part, should equal to measurement of angle 3, which is all of it put together. So we can keep it in this format so that we can make it a lot more simpler than having all those letters on the equation. I know it may be confusing to some of you. So as long as we name it like this, part 1 and 2 are the two parts, and angle 3 is the entire part, the entire angle put together. Right, so that right there is our angle addition postulate. And as I mentioned, the angle addition postulate is very similar to the segment addition postulate that you learned in the previous lesson. So let's go ahead and apply this in some examples. Looking at this example, they're telling me if measurement of angle ABD is 48 degrees and measurement of angle DBC is 78 degrees, they want me to find what's the measurement of angle ABC. So I know there's a lot of letters that are going on. So what I can do is name each angle differently. So in this case, angle ABD, this angle right here, let's go ahead and call it angle 1. So instead of angle ABD, let's go ahead and call it angle 1. Let's go ahead and name angle DBC, the other part, as angle 2. So put a little 2 here. And then measurement of angle ABC, the whole thing together, let's go ahead and name it angle 3. So angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3, all of it put together. And like that, I know that my angle addition postulate tells me that the measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 2 should equal to the measurement of angle 3. And so now let's go ahead and put in all the information that they gave me. They told me that measurement of angle 1 is 48 degrees. And that measurement of angle 2 is 78 degrees. And they want me to find what is measurement of angle, oh, I forgot to label this one. This one's angle 3. ABC was a measurement of angle 3. So in this case, we can go ahead and use our angle addition postulate. I know that measurement of angle 1 is 48 degrees plus measurement of angle 2 is 78 degrees, and that should give me what I want, measurement of angle 3. So in this case, all I have to do to find the measurement of angle 3, all of it put together, is add these two numbers, 48 degrees plus 78 degrees. That gives me a total of 126 degrees. And that's going to be the measurement of angle 3. And there you go. And it makes sense because if you look at the angle itself, they're asking me for an angle ABC, in this case, angle 3. All of it together, it's an obtuse angle, right? So it obviously should have been more than 90 degrees. So that's how I was able to find the measurement of angle 3 with the angle addition postulate. Let's go ahead and try out this second example. So they're telling me if measurement of angle DBC is 74 degrees and measurement of angle ABC is 119 degrees, and they want me to find measurement of angle ABD. But I know there's a bunch of letters. Let's go ahead and rename it with numbers. I'm going to name this angle ABD as angle 1. So this here, we're going to put angle 1. Measurement of angle DBC, I'm going to name it as angle 2. So DBC is angle 2. And measurement of angle ABC, all of it together, I'm going to name it angle 3. So this right here is going to be angle 3. And like that, when I set up my angle addition postulate, I know that measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 2 equals to measurement of angle 3. And so now let's go ahead and put in all the information that they gave me. They told me that measurement of angle 2 right here is 74 degrees. And then measurement of angle 3 is 119 degrees. And they're asking me find measurement of angle 1. So what I have to do here is just substitute everything into my equation here. They want me to find measurement of angle 1, that one I don't know, plus measurement of angle 2. Well, I know that measurement of angle 2 is 74 degrees. And that's going to equal to measurement of angle 3. And they told me that measurement of angle 3 is 119 degrees. So how can I find measurement of angle 1? All I have to do is put numbers with numbers. So in this case, I have to subtract 74 degrees to both sides. And like that, this tells me that measurement of angle 1 equals to 119 minus 74. That gives me 45 degrees. So that means that this little part right here, measurement of angle 1, is actually 45 degrees. And it makes sense, right? Because it's an acute angles. And I can always double check my answers because 45 plus 74, that should give me 119. This angle 45 degrees plus this part 74 degrees should equal to all of it together, which they told me was 119 degrees. And that's how I know my answer is correct. But then let's go ahead and bring in the algebra. Now our examples here are going to be with a lot of algebra here, but same thing applies here. They're telling me that measurement of angle ETU is 3x plus 16 plus measurement of angle STU is 7x minus 4 and measurement of angle STE is 20 degrees. Then they want me to find x. But again, we can do the same thing here to make our lives a lot easier. Let's go ahead and call angle STE as angle 1. Let me use a different color here. Let's go ahead and name this first angle STE as angle 1. So STE as angle 1. Let's go ahead and name angle ETU as angle 2. So ETU is going to be angle 2. And all of it together, STU is going to be angle 3. STU is going to be angle 3. Okay, and I know that we're going to have to apply the angle addition postulate, which tells me that measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 2 equals to measurement of angle 3. And so now let's go ahead and substitute in all the information that they gave us. They told me that measurement of angle 2 is 3x plus 16. And measurement of angle 3, all of it together, is 7x minus 4. And measurement of angle 1 is 20 degrees. They want me to solve for x. So in this case, now all I have to do is substitute in everything into my equation. We found that measurement of angle 1 is 20 degrees plus measurement of angle 2, they told me, is 3x plus 16. And that should equal to measurement of angle 3, which just told me was 7x minus 4. And there you go. I've got my equation now. All I'm left to do is just collect letters with letters and numbers with numbers to be able to solve for x. So first thing first, on my left side, I can combine numbers with numbers. 20 plus 16. So in this case, I'm left with positive 3x. And then 20 plus 16, that gives me a total of 36. So 3x plus 36 equals to 7x minus 4. Now, I got letters and numbers on both sides. So in this case, let's go ahead and start with the letters. Best one to move is the one with the least. So in this case, 3x to the opposite side. So opposite sign, minus 3x, minus 3x. This goes away, and I'm left with 36 equals to 4x minus 4. Now I'm left to collect numbers with numbers, but since 36 is already by itself, the only thing I can move is the negative 4 to the opposite side. So opposite sign, plus 4, plus 4. Then I'm left with 40 equals to 4x. And lastly, since I want to leave the x by itself to get rid of the 4, I have to do the opposite, which is to divide by the same. Divide by 4. Like that, this goes away, and I'm going to write it over here. That means that x equals to 40 divided by 4. That gives me 10. And that's how we're able to solve for x here. Again, main thing here, main clue is you have to know, you have to make sure you remember your angle addition postulate, and you label everything correctly to make it easier for yourself. After that, it's just a bunch of algebra. Right? Let's go ahead and try some more examples. Let's look at this one here. It's telling me that the measurement of angle HDC is x plus 18. Measurement of angle EDC is 150, and measurement of angle EDH is x plus 56. And they want you to solve for x. And I know all of those letters confuse you, so let's go ahead and name our angles. Let's name angle EDH as 1. So let me go ahead and use the other color here. Let's go ahead and use measurement of angle EDH as 1. So EDH becomes 1. Measurement of angle HDC as 2. So HDC becomes 2. And all of it together, we'll name it 3. Angle EDC is going to be angle 3. And like that, I can set up my angle addition postulate. Measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 2 equals to measurement of angle 3. That's my angle addition postulate. This angle plus this angle equals to all of it together. And so now let's go ahead and label, put in all the information that they gave me. They told me that measurement of angle 2 is x plus 118. Measurement of angle 3, all of it together is 115, 150. And measurement of angle 1 is x plus 56. And again, they want you to solve for x. So since I have my angle addition postulate, all I'm left to do is label in the information. Measurement of angle 1, we found is x plus 56. Plus, measurement of angle 2 is x plus 18. X plus 118. Equals to measurement of angle 3 is 150. And there you go. I've got my equation. Now I'm left to combine letters for letters, numbers for numbers. On my left side, I have 1x plus 1x. That means I have 2x. And then I've got my numbers with numbers. I have 56, positive 56, plus 18. And that in total gives me a positive 174. Equals to 150. All right, so that's my equation so far. Now I'm left to do is numbers with numbers. We're going to move the 174 to the opposite side because I can't do anything to the 150 since it's completely by itself. So I can move is the 174 to the opposite side, so opposite sign. So in this case, I'm left with 2x equals to plus 150 minus 174. That gives me negative 24. And lastly, to solve for x, since by x, I want to leave my x by itself, I got to get rid of the 2. So I do the opposite. I divide by the same, divide by 2. And that means that my x here actually equals to negative 12. There you go. And that's how we were able to solve for x. Again, it all depends here to making sure we label everything correctly, and then we're able to set it up in our angle addition postulate. Let's go and try another example. We got measurement of angle AEF, and to give me all that information. So first thing first, I want to label my angles, angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. So let's go ahead and label angle DEA as angle 1. So DEA is angle 1. Angle AEF, we're going to name it as angle 2. So AEF is angle 2. And the whole thing together, angle DEF is going to be angle 3. DEF is going to be angle 3. And like that, I know that my angle addition postulate is measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 2 equals to measurement of angle 3. So now let's go ahead and label all the information they told me. So measurement of angle 2 is 21x minus 6. Measurement of angle 1 is 7x minus 5. And measurement of angle 3, all of it together, is 157 degrees. So now they want me to find x, to solve for x. So again, now we label everything. It's easier to substitute everything into my equation. Measurement of angle 1, they told me was 7x minus 5. Plus, measurement of angle 2, they told me is 21x minus 6. And all of that should equal to measurement of angle 3, which they told me is 157. And there you go. All I'm left to do is letters with letters and numbers with numbers. First thing first, letters with letters. I've got positive 7x plus 21x. So how many x's do I have? 28x. Then I got to do my numbers with numbers. I have negative 5 minus 6. So that means that now I'm left with negative 11. So 28x minus 11 equals to, and I bring everything else on, 157. The only thing I can move now are my numbers. With numbers, and we can only move the negative 11 to the opposite side, so opposite sign. Plus 11, plus 11. This goes away, and I'm left with 28x equals to 157 plus 11. That gives me 168. And again, lastly, since we're multiplying, how can I leave x by itself? I got to do the opposite. I divide by the same, divide by 28. And if I do it to one side, I got to do it to the other side. And like that, this goes away. And I'm left with x equals to 168 divided by 28. That actually gives me a 6. So in this case, x equals to 6. And that's how we were able to solve for x here using my angle addition postulate. All right, but what if we look at this question here, they're telling me that the measurement of angle FGY is 2x plus 8, and measurement of angle YGH is 120, and measurement of angle FGH, all of it together, is 12x plus 18. But in this question, they're not asking me to solve for x. They're asking me to actually find what is the measurement of angle FGH. So they actually want me to find the measurement of the actual angle. In this case, in order for me to do so, I have to still apply the angle addition postulate. I still have to solve for x, but then I have one more step to do so. Again, let's go ahead and simplify, make our lives a lot easier. And instead of using all those letters, let's go ahead and number our angles. Let's go ahead and number angle FGY as 1. So measurement of angle FGY is going to be angle 1. Let me use the same color I was using. This is going to be angle 1. Measurement of angle FGY is going to be angle 1. Measurement of angle YGH is going to be angle 2. And measurement of angle FGH, all of it together, is going to be measurement of angle 3. FGH will be 3. And they actually want me to find what is the measurement of angle FGH. Oh, so they want me to find what's the measurement of angle 3. All right, so now we have that. Let's go ahead and write our angle addition postulate. Our angle addition postulate is measurement of angle 1 plus measurement of angle 2 equals to measurement of angle 3. And now let's go ahead and label all the information that they told me. They told me that measurement of angle 1 is 2x plus 8. Measurement of angle 2 is 120. And measurement of angle 3 is 12x plus 18. So now that we have all of that information, let's go ahead and label it, substitute it here in my equation. Measurement of angle 1, they told me, is 2x plus 8 plus measurement of angle 2 is 120. And that should equal to measurement of angle 3, which is 12x plus 18. So there you go. I have my equation, and now they're asking me to solve for x. The only thing I can do here is to solve for x because they want me to find the measurement of angle FGH. And in order for me to know what it is, I have to solve for x first. So let's do that. First thing first is we have to put our number to numbers. I have positive 8 plus 120. That means that I'm left with 2x plus 128 equals to 12x plus 18. After that, I have letters and numbers on both sides of the equation. So let's go ahead and start with the letters first. Best one to move 2x and 12x. The best one to move is the 2x to the opposite side. So opposite side. Minus 2x minus 2x. This goes away, and I'm left with 128 equals to 10x plus 18. So I already put all my letters together. Now I got to put my numbers and numbers together. Since 128 is by itself, I can't touch it. So the only thing I can move is the 18 to the opposite side. So opposite side. Minus 18 minus 18. So now I'm left with 128 minus 128 minus 18. That gives me a total of 110 equals to 10x. And lastly, to leave x by itself, I got to divide by 10. So once I finish my algebra here, I get that x equals to 11. So I found that, but at the same time, again, the question is not asking me to solve for x. This time it's asking me to find the measurement of angle 3. And I know that the measurement of angle 3 equals to what? 12x plus 18. So now that I know what x is, I know that x is 11, I'm going to substitute it in there to be able to find the measurement of angle 3. So measurement of angle 3 equals to 12, and instead of the x, I'm going to put in an 11 plus 18. And there you go. So in this case, measurement of angle 3 equals to 12 times 11. That gives me 132 plus 18. That gives me a total of 150 degrees. So that means that the measurement of angle 3, all of it together, it should be a total of 150 degrees. And it makes sense, right? Because measurement of angle 3, all of it together, it's an obtuse angle because it opens big. So it should be more than 90 degrees, but less than 180. So the measurement of the entire angle is actually 150 degrees, which is what they wanted me to find. So now your turn. Go ahead and write this example on your paper, on your notes, so that you can try it out on your own, label it all, use your angle addition postulate, and go ahead and answer the question by finding the measurement of angle KLY. So go ahead and put pause, copy the example, and try this problem on your own to see if you get the correct answers. So once you label everything and you use your angle addition postulate, you should have gotten that x equal to -8. But again, that's not what the question was asking me for. The question was asking me to find measurement of angle KLY. And so once you substitute that in, you should have gotten that the measurement of angle KLY should have given you 26 degrees. If you got that answer, then that means you did everything correctly. If you didn't, then you go back and look at your work to see what you could have done wrong. If not, if you still have any questions, you can come back to the Zoom and you can ask me questions, okay? All right, so moving on, we have something called congruent angles. And as we mentioned on the previous lessons, the word congruent, that means that they're equal, that they're the same. So it says the congruent angles are angles that have the same measure. In the diagram, we have the measurement of angle ABC is equal to the measurement of angle DEF. So these two angles are equal to each other. So we can write them as angle ABC is congruent. Remember I told you that this symbol right here, that actually means congruent. So it's telling me that angle ABC is congruent to angle DEF. And so to depict that, we use something that's called arc marks. As you can see, these little marks right here, these arc marks are telling me that this angle is equal to this angle, that they're congruent to each other. So if this angle, let's say it's 30 degrees, since the arc mark is telling me that they're equal to each other, they're congruent, that means that this one will also be 30 degrees because they're congruent. They're the same measurement. So arc marks depict angles that are congruent to each other, that they're the same. So then we go ahead and go on to this other section that's called the angle bisector. So when you hear the word bisector, you think of something that cuts something, right? So an angle bisector is a ray that divides an angle into two congruent angles. So the angle bisector cuts the angle right in half. So as you can see here, we have ray JK, this ray, bisected. That means that it cuts this angle LJM, into two equal parts. So that means that this angle here is equal to this angle because the ray JK is the angle bisector. It cuts the angle into two equal parts. So let's say the entire angle was 60 degrees and this angle had to be 30 degrees and this angle had to be 30 degrees because together they will make 60 degrees. So in this case, since JK, the ray JK is an angle bisector, that means that angle LKJ is congruent to angle KJM, that they're equal to each other. So the angle bisector cuts the angle right in half into two equal angles. So then let's go ahead and try some examples with these. If we look at this example, they're telling me the measurement of angle 1 right here is 9x minus 2. And measurement of angle 2 is 7x plus 4. And they're telling me here that each figure shows a triangle with one of its angle bisectors. So we have an angle right here. And the blue line is the angle bisector. So automatically I know that if this is the angle bisector, that means that it cuts this angle into two equal parts. That means that this angle is equal to this angle. So if you're giving me that angle CDP, or angle 2 is 7x plus 4, and that angle 1 is 9x minus 2, how can I solve for x? Well, again, since this is the angle bisector, that means that the measurement of angle 1 equals the measurement of angle 2 because of the angle bisector that cuts it into two equal parts. So that means that measurement of angle 1 is 9x minus 2. That should equal to measurement of angle 2, which is 7x plus 4. Since it's the angle bisector, now I can solve for x. Letters with letters first, minus 7x, minus 7x. This goes away, and I'm left with 9x minus 7x. That gives me 2x minus 2 equals to 4. Now I've got numbers with numbers, so opposite sign, plus 2 plus 2. This goes away, and I'm left with 2x equals to 6. And lastly, to solve for x, we divide by the same, divide by 2. So that means that I get that x equals to 3. And there you go. The question was asking me to solve for x. That's how I was able to solve for x, knowing that these two angles are equal to each other because this is the angle bisector. It cuts the angles to two equal parts. Let's go and look at example number 2. Again, I know that segment BP right here is the angle bisector. So that means that it cuts this angle into two equal parts. This angle is equal to this angle. So I know that measurement of angle 1 equals to measurement of angle 2 because they tell me that this is the angle bisector. So looking at the information, they're telling me that measurement of angle 2 is 4x minus 2. 4x minus 2. And the measurement of angle 1 is 3x plus 4. And they want me to solve for x. So same thing here. Since I know that the angles are equal to each other, that means that measurement of angle 1 is 3x, is 3x plus 4 equals to 4x minus 2. And there you go. Now we can solve for x. Letters with letters first. The best one to move is the 3x to the opposite side. So opposite sign. Minus 3x minus 3x. This goes away. And 4 equals to x minus 2. And now to have numbers with numbers, then move the negative 2 to the opposite side. So opposite side, plus 2 plus 2. This goes away, and I'm left with 6 equals to x. Since my x is completely by itself, I found my answer, that x equals to 6. So again, it's a lot easier when it's the angle bisector because I automatically know that these two angles are equal to each other since it cuts the angle right in half. So those two angles are equal to each other. And that's how we're able to solve for x. And lastly, again, your turn. I want you to go ahead and try this example out for me. So see if you can get the answer on your own. And again, it's telling you that the figure here shows the triangle with one of its angle bisectors. So this right here is the angle bisector. So what do you know now and how can you solve for x? So go ahead and pause and try it out on your own to see if you get your answer correct. So once you finish it, you should get that x equals to 10. After you solve it, you should have gotten that x equals to 10 because since it's an angle bisector, you know that both angles are equal to each other. So measurement of angle 1 equal to measurement of angle 2. And like that, once you set up your equation, you should have gotten that x equal to 10. All right, thank you so much for watching my videos. Work on your assignment that was posted on Google Classroom. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to go back to the Zoom meeting and I will be there for you during class time so that I can answer any of your questions. Thank you.